Good morning, everyone. Today we will start the new chapter, that is molecular basis of inheritance. In the molecular basis of inheritance, in this chapter, you will study about the structure of DNA, about the search of the genetic material. You will also study about the transcription, translation, replication, gene expression and its regulation. Actually, at the time of Mendelism, there was no research of the gene, and as you know, he used the term factor, and that factor nowadays that is gene. In the molecular genetics, it came after the research of the nucleotide, the structure of the DNA, the structure of RNA, and all these structure you have to study at the molecular level. As you know, the nucleic acids are of how many types? 2 types, and these are DNA and RNA. The DNA is the genetic material in most of the organisms, in all the plants, in all the animals, including the human being. The genetic material is what? DNA. While RNA is the genetic material which is confined into the certain viruses, in some of the viruses, like retroviruses. As you know, the retroviruses are the group of the viruses having the genetic material, and that is RNA. It means the main genetic material, or you can say the majority of the organisms, the genetic material is DNA, while in the retroviruses, in some of the viruses, the genetic material is RNA. In the organisms where the genetic material is DNA, RNA is also found. Inside your body, also inside the cell, both DNA and RNA, both they are present. RNA is also present in plants and animals. But the main genetic material, as I told you, is the DNA. Here, RNA, they helps the different types of the RNA, like transfer RNA, ribosomal RNA, messenger RNA. They assist in the functioning of the cell. They help in the process of the protein synthesis. The RNA, they carry the message of a special type of the RNA, that is messenger RNA. It carries the information of DNA to the ribosome for the synthesis of protein. Even RNA also act as the catalyst. Means RNA also responsible for the process of the metabolism, which controls the functioning of our body cell. I will explain later on in detail about the different types of the RNA and their functions. But DNA is the main genetic material in the human being, in the plants, as well as in the animals. So we will discuss about the DNA about the RNA, the differences of the DNA and RNA. So how many types of the nucleic acid is there? There are two types of the nucleic acid, which are DNA and RNA. The DNA and RNA, both they are made up of nucleotides. If someone is asking that what is the unit of the DNA, the DNA is made up of the unit, the monomer, that is called nucleotide. So many nucleotides, they are consist together, they are combined together, and all these nucleotides, they are collectively called a DNA molecule. Means the nucleotide is the unit of DNA. So many nucleotides like these, you can see here, the individual one is the nucleotide. So many nucleotides. So let us start about the nucleotide. First you will study about the structure of the nucleotide, then you will see that how nucleotides they are consist together to form a polynucleotide chain, and that polynucleotide chain is ultimately the DNA. The DNA, some of the facts which are related to the DNA about their size. In E. coli bacteria, the size of the DNA is 4.6 into 10 to the power 6 base pairs. This is the size of the DNA in the case of E. coli. In bacteriophage, and especially the bacteriophage Cy174, this is the strain of this bacteriophage. As you know, the bacteriophage is the virus which attacks on the bacteria, or you can say the bacteria eater viruses. They are called bacteriophage. In bacteriophage Cy174, the size of the base pair is 5386 base pairs they are present. In the lambda phage, 48,502 base pairs are there, and in human beings, in a single set, 33 into 10 to the power 9 base pairs they are present. This is the length of the DNA in human beings. So all these facts are given in the NCERT book, and the questions may be asked from this heading also. So you have to keep in your mind and you have to learn. Now, the structure of the polynucleotide chain. As you know, so many nucleotides, they are consist together to form a long chain, and that is called polynucleotide chain. The nucleotide, a single nucleotide is made up of the following units, the following components. The first one is the pentose sugar. It is a 5-carbon sugar. The second one is the nitrogenous bases, and the nitrogenous bases are of two types, purine and pyrimidine. The purine is further divided into the two types, adenine and guanine. Pyrimidine is of three types, cytosine, uracil and thymine. The cytosine, adenine is indicated by the symbol A, guanine by G, cytosine denoted by C, uracil U and thymine T. As you know, in class 11th you have already studied about the structure of the nucleotide. In the case of DNA, the four bases they are present, adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. But in the case of RNA, thymine is replaced by uracil. There is no thymine in the case of RNA. I will teach you in the RNA also, when I will teach you the differences in the DNA and RNA. So, these four nitrogenous bases, they are present in the DNA and RNA. And the third one is that is phosphate group. You can denote the phosphate group by P. The pentose sugar, the first one is the pentose sugar. In the case of DNA, the pentose sugar, or you can say the 5-carbon sugar, is called deoxyribose sugar. While in the case of RNA, the sugar is called ribose. So the ribose sugar, this is for RNA, and deoxyribose sugar present in the DNA. What is the difference between the ribose and deoxyribose sugar? In class 11, already you have gone through this topic, that in the case of deoxyribose sugar, at the second carbon, this is the second position of the carbon, the oxygen is absent, but in the ribose sugar, oxygen is present at the second carbon, and because of the absence of oxygen at the second position in the pentose sugar, it is said to be what? Deoxyribose sugar. As the name indicates, deoxy. Deoxy means no oxygen in the ribose sugar at the second position, and that's why now it is said to be what? Deoxyribose sugar. But simply you have to learn that ribose sugar is present in the RNA and deoxyribose sugar is present in DNA. You can see here the structure, that how the structure is going to be. This is the 5-carbon sugar, pentose sugar. This is the position of the carbon, first, second, third, fourth, and this one is the fifth. As you know, in the pentagon structure, in the pentose sugar, the 4 carbons are connected with this position oxygen. Here there is no carbon, but carbon is slightly away from this ring, and this is the 5th position, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And in the 5th position, the phosphate is attached. Now, there is a term that is nucleoside and nucleotide. What do you mean by nucleoside and nucleotide? When the pentose sugar, this 5-carbon sugar, is attached with the base, it is called what? Nucleoside. You can see here, lead phosphorus. This is the pentose sugar, and now the pentose sugar, or you can say the 5-carbon sugar, when it joins with the base, and that base, the nitrogen base, is attached on the first carbon. It's very, very important that the base is attached with the first carbon of the pentose sugar with the help of glycosidic bond, N-glycosidic bond. And now the pentose sugar and base, both they are collectively called nucleoside. So nucleoside is made up of 5-carbon sugar, that is pentose sugar, and any base or a single base which is attached with the first carbon of the sugar with the help of N-glycosidic bond. And when the nucleoside, this nucleoside is attached with the phosphate is attached with the phosphodiester bond at the 5th carbon of the sugar, and when the phosphate is attached with the nucleoside, the whole structure is called nucleotide. Here I have written about the nucleoside, you can see here, when adenine is combined with the ribose sugar, ribose, as you know, all these are the 5 carbon sugar, it forms adenosine. So adenine plus ribose, what kind of the nucleoside? It is called adenosine. Guanine, if guanine joins with the ribose sugar, the nucleoside is called guanosine. If cytosine combines with the ribose sugar, it forms cytidine. And if the uracil, as you know, in the case of RNA, the thymine is absent. In the place of thymine, there is the uracil. If uracil combines with the ribose sugar, then the kind of the nucleoside, it is called uridine. So adenosine, guanosine, cytidine and uridine, these all are the types of ribonucleosides, or simply you can say these all are the nucleosides. They are not nucleotide because still they will join with the phosphate group. The same like in the case of DNA. Now adenine plus deoxyribose sugar, as you know, in the case of DNA, ribose sugar is absent. It is said to be what? Deoxyribose sugar. It is also a 5 carbon sugar. Adenine, when combines with the deoxyribose sugar, it forms deoxyadenosine. When guanine combines with the deoxyribose sugar, it forms deoxyguanosine. When cytosine combines with the deoxyribose sugar, it forms deoxycytidine. And as you know, in the case of DNA, uracil is absent, thymine is there, and thymine, when combines with the pentose sugar, that is deoxyribose sugar, it forms deoxythymidine. So just you have to add deoxy before the nucleoside and you can name it the nucleosides of DNA also. So these are the types of nucleosides. These are the nucleosides of RNA and these are the nucleosides of the DNA. And as you know, the nucleoside plus phosphate, it is called nucleotide. So what is the difference in between nucleoside and nucleotide? The nucleoside is made up of 2 components, the pentose sugar, the 5 carbon sugar plus nitrogen base. So pentose sugar and nitrogen base both are collectively called nucleoside, and when the nucleoside is attached with the phosphate, that is called nucleotide, and the phosphate is attached and which carbon? Atoms, fifth one of this, fifth carbon of the sugar. So base is attached with the first carbon and with the help of the glycosidic bond, and the phosphate is attached with the fifth carbon of the sugar by phosphodiester bond. So each nucleotide, in a simple way you can say that the nucleic acids, whether it is DNA or RNA, they are made up of nucleotides, and a single nucleotide is made up of the pentose sugar, as I told you, nitrogen base and phosphate group. And so many nucleotides, you can see here, so many nucleotides are attached together. They combine together to form a long chain, and this is called polynucleotide chain. When 2 nucleotides are attached together, suppose this is a nucleotide and one more nucleotide, both they are combined together, both they are attached together, both they are collectively called dinucleotide. The single one is called nucleotide. Here how many nucleotides are there? Two, first and second. And these two nucleotides, when they are attached with the phosphodiester bond through the phosphate, now this structure is called, both they are collectively called dinucleotide. And suppose so many nucleotides they are joined together, it forms a long chain, and this long chain is called polynucleotide. You can see how they are going to make this polynucleotide chain. This is the 5-carbon sugar. As I told you, on the third position there is the hydroxyl group. The hydroxyl group, the third position, is projected down here in this case, and the fifth one is just opposite. This is the 5th carbon, and as you know, in the 5th carbon the phosphate is attached. This is the structure of the nucleoside. The 5th position is occupied by the phosphate. The phosphate of one nucleotide, it's very important, the phosphate of one nucleotide is attached with the another nucleotide to the 3-hydroxyl group. Here this is the position of 3-carbon position, and here OH group is there. So phosphate attached with the another nucleotide at the third position, and that's why it is said to be either 5 to 3 or 3 to 5 phosphodiester bond. So how the phosphodiester bond is formed? The phosphate of one sugar, it's very important, the phosphate of one sugar is attached with the phosphate of one nucleotide, the phosphate of one nucleotide is attached to the another nucleotide with their third carbon where hydroxyl group is present. Again you can see this is the 5th position, again the phosphate, it joins with the third position, and here the 5th one, again it will join with the third one. So the third position in this case, in this polynucleotide chain, lying downward, and 5th one it goes upward. So what will be the polarity of this strand? This strand polarity will be the 3 up to the 5, 3 to 5 direction. Suppose in the another strand, if the 5 will come down and 3 it goes up, then it will be the 3 to 5 direction. So that's all about the structure of nucleoside and nucleotide and about the polynucleotide chain. What are the differences between what is the difference in between the nucleoside and nucleotide? There may be the question that the nucleoside is made up of the two components, that is sugar and nitrogen base. And when the nucleoside joins with the phosphate, it forms what? Nucleotide. So this is very important for your examination, that differences between nucleoside and nucleotide. Tomorrow I will teach you the next topic, that is about the double helix model of the DNA. As you know, the double helix model was given by Watson and Crick. So you will study in detail about double helix model, about their structure. Before, just let me to compile the differences between the DNA and RNA. Then what are the differences between the DNA and RNA? As you know, the DNA is the genetic material of most of the organisms, like animals, plants, bacteria, some of the viruses, while RNA is the genetic material in some of the viruses only, and these are retroviruses. Second, DNA is more stable. I will explain later on in this chapter that why DNA is structurally more stable than the RNA. I am not going to discuss at this time. There is separate heading we will discuss, but in the difference you can write DNA is more stable than RNA and RNA is less stable. The third, DNA is double-stranded. Tomorrow I will teach you about the double helix model. But each DNA has how many polynucleotide chains? 2 polynucleotide chains are there. The DNA is double-stranded and RNA is single-stranded. In DNA, as I told you, deoxyribose sugar is present, and in RNA, what kind of sugar is there? Ribose sugar. So in DNA, deoxyribose sugar is present, and in RNA, ribose sugar is present. DNA has the genetic material to synthesize the protein, and RNA helps to carry the information from the nucleus to the cell cytoplasm, and it helps in the process of protein synthesis. DNA mainly lies, or you can say DNA is found mainly inside the nucleus, while RNA is present inside the nucleus as well as in the cytoplasm both. So these all are the differences in between DNA and RNA. So you please note down 3 to 4 questions based on the topics which I have been taught today. Question number 1. What is the genetic material? What is the genetic material of the human being? Question number 2. Write the genetic material of retroviruses. Write the genetic material of retroviruses. Question number 3. Differentiate between nucleoside and nucleotide. Differentiate between nucleoside and nucleotide. The next question. Write the differences between DNA and RNA. Write the differences between DNA and RNA. And the last question is, explain the structure of nucleotide. Explain the structure of nucleotide in detail with the help of diagram. Explain the structure of nucleotide in detail with the help of diagram. How nucleotide, full stop, how nucleotide, in the same question you continue, how nucleotide is different from polynucleotide chain. How nucleotide is different from polynucleotide chain. So that's all for today. Tomorrow I will teach you the next topic. Thanks.